Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is gonna be a good time. Before the Down 2 is finally announced. Finally announced. And I actually want to play this game so badly, and I'm really hyped for this game. I've been playing the original game and the Redux version quite a lot. It's finally making a return with an actual sequel. Holy shit, dude. I'm very hyped for this game. I really love this fucking teaser. A lot of people voting for it here. Let me just vote for this as well. Like, holy shit, this is really happening. But before we begin all that, we have a lot of things to read. First, I just explain before we start reading all the new features that are coming. Before Dawn always been my personal favorite game on the Roblox because, like, it was way after Reason to Die because Reason to Die just starting to die out and the game becoming really terrible. So everybody's already started with the game. I quit the game like from last year since the Christmas event. So I pretty much gave up on the Reason to Die. So I just really want to follow something else. But Before the Dawn always been my alternative second favorite game that I always enjoyed, and now it's finally getting a sequel. Like when rachjumper announced Slash, I thought like when rachjumper announced a new game called Slash, and I thought it's gonna be Before the Dawn sequel, but it's not. It's just Slash. It's completely different than Before the Dawn, and I hated it completely. And this is what I wanted. Holy shit, dude! Alright, let's start reading. Alright, let me outline some of the stuff I've planned to the sequel. Everything is being built from the ground up on this. No pointing in all slashes and slash. Basically, all slashes from previous games will never make a return. Which is kind of sad, I know. Like your favorite slash is the thing from the old game. He wanted to Redux, he didn't make it. And I want it in the sequel. He doesn't make it because rachjumper just said it. He doesn't want to bring back the old slashes. He still wants to keep it like I was keep thinking that he probably wants to keep it like saved as horror movie kind of theme. They can he adds basically all the slash films from the movies into this game, but I don't know. Like if it's like you have to if it's his own slashers or you have to create your own slasher. Like, it's probably gonna be like Slash, but I hope it's gonna be a little bit improved as well. Full focus on horror and scares. The focus is more horror game as an actual I don't know. Like it's still gonna remain as an objective game, but it doesn't want to make it like more like just classic hide and seek and that. Like he wants it to be more scary. He just want to focus more scary. Like bring back the future from the old Before the Dawn. When every time you get killed, the slasher jump scare appears on your screen, killing you. Hiding spots are making a return. That's the feature I kind of didn't like in the original game. From the original game, I didn't really like this feature at all because every time like you hiding under the bed or go inside the locker, the slasher can still see one of your hats or wings clips out of the hiding spot and makes and gives you a really loud ass breathing sounds, which makes the slasher and which obviously makes the slasher even see you anyways. You will be able to crouch and go prone. Crouching and making a return, but the prone is a little bit new feature for those like if there's a map you have to prone into the vents, then yeah, that's why he adds it. Also for the hiding spot, I'm just hoping the new version is gonna be a little bit improved because in the old version the hiding spots really were terrible, like really terrible. So I hope they get improved in the sequel. Heartbeat increasing when the slasher is near is coming back. Basically, this is the feature from the Redux version. When the slasher gets near, your heartbeat beeps really fast, means it's close. And now he wants to increase, but also he wants to increase it just so you can know that it comes very close. So you can notice that it gets a little bit louder and faster. So it's coming back from the Redux version. Nearby lights will go when the slasher is near. So this is a new feature. When the slasher is in your range, and it's getting closer to you, the lights will turn off, so it makes the slasher like trying to find you really hard because because in the Redux version, a lot of people just always keep their lights on. In the slasher, he's obviously gonna see you anyways. So a good thing it's coming back. But I really like this. Like this is my least favorite feature that this game is, because I really hate when survivors still keeps the lights on when I'm like repairing a truck and the survivors are still standing next to me with lights on. The slasher found us and we lost the game. This is why I don't really like it. It's a good thing it's coming. Objectives like repair generators and fuel the truck, it will be returning, but will be reworked with new mechanics. Basically, the OG gamers from the Redux version coming back, but a little bit reworked with new mechanics. Like I don't know, like probably having a little bit mini games for repairing or something like that. I don't know. Kind of gives me the Dead by Daylight vibes when every time you repair a generator, there's a mini quick time event that if you land it, you get a repair, but if you fail it, you get it's a little bit slows down the repairing. Minimal UI for maximum immersions. Like I kind of didn't understand what is it, but if anyone knows what it means, please explain to me. Like that would be really helpful. Okay, new traitor mechanic where survivors is a double agent, helping the slasher find and kill everyone. This is for the teamers. All of you teamers out there, this is something you need to avoid. Like I know you really love teaming in a lot of slasher games and all that, but this one is the feature that is actually very good. Because let's say murder mystery, because nobody knows who the fuck is the murderer, and there's another person who helps him out, and the murder and tries to find you, and the murderer finds you anyways. So this is the feature for the teamers against the teamers. Like if the slasher and a survivor is teaming up, that survivor is marked as a double agent. That basically means that he's helping the slasher finding you and killing you. This is for the teamers. Yeah, I need to avoid it. All functional gear will be unlocked from ranking up. Only cosmetics will be in loot passes. Cosmetics like for costumes for the slashes and all that, so gonna be unlocked through loot boxes. But gears you can only get them by ranking up. You cannot purchase them. You cannot get them for free and all that. You only have to rank up. You only rank up depends on which level gives you what specific gear. Trying to see if I can make slashes to be leveled up individually with a handful of different abilities they can each use. They can get unlocked as their level increases. Basically, this is the future for Slash. That you can level up your slashes and also unlocking them some different kinds of abilities, and also by increasing the stats. This is basically the future from Slash. I kind of didn't like it, but if it's gonna have to get a little bit improved from for the sequel, then I hope it's gonna work. Because in the Slash game, I didn't like it at all. There will be less of a focus on new game modes, but more focus on wider, larger maps. So it wants to focus on maps being bigger. So you need to have a good PC to run this game, because this game gonna take a lot of your graphical resolution. Basically, I'm like the maps are gonna be humongous, like really big. And game modes will make probably be a little bit more delayed because he wants to focus on new maps rather than making new game modes. The time of day will change as the night goes on. Basically, when 1 hour passes, like the game probably takes like 5 minutes or so. But when an hour passes, dark kind of goes up, because that means the sun might like rise a little bit slower. But once it reaches to 6 a.m., the sun rises. More law on why everyone is trapped in this purgatory hell game thing. It's a like a friend of mine keeps saying that it's probably gonna be there's gonna be also a co-op kind of game mode. That you and the few survivors gonna play against an AI slasher that is so smart. Like hope because of that, but also he wants to explain a little bit story on why the survivors get trapped in those specific game modes or maps from the slasher trying to chase them. Like how did they get trapped and how they need to escape. Like I kind of like stories. Like I really like horror stories, so I hope
Like if it's like a co-op kind of mode, then that's one of my friends really wants the most. But I don't know if it's really gonna happen. But I hope it does. Like if it does gonna happen, I just hope the AI slasher is gonna be really smart. Like in the game Wake, like holy shit, that slasher was so smart, and it was nearly impossible to avoid it. So hoping this game is gonna be almost the same. Get us more. Jeez, I feel like I'm kind of losing all my breath because I'm talking too much. Like holy shit. Sorry about that. Okay, full interaction system, like being able to open doors, windows, and lock them pops down. This is the open doors, windows is the feature from from Outlast. This is from Outlast. Like every time you're trying to run away, or there's a room that's closed, you need to open them, close them to explore the room before you leave it. Also for a little bit of slowing down the slasher. And knocking down props is basically the feature from Dead by Daylight. Like there's always those planks in the corners, and you always have to run into them. You knock them down to stop the slasher from getting to you, but he needs to destroy it if he wants to go through or walk around. I kind of like this feature, to be honest. This is how you need to like slow down the slasher from chasing you, which is really helpful. And on the map will also contain items around the map. Like yeah, I need to pick them up, like situational like that. Like if there's a lockpick, like a door that doesn't open, then use the lockpick to open it. But you need to find it. Bandages for those who are wounded and get healing. You need to find several bandages. Bottles. Basically, bottles is kind of needed. Like when there's a slasher gets a little bit closer to you, you need like if the slasher is in your range, but if he doesn't indeed find you, but if there's bottles for throwing it like somewhere anywhere you want, just to make a little bit noise, the party would lead the slasher from thinking that it's you. No more taunts or screams. There's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is when you play as a slasher, you every time you see people always use those taunts, you always have to follow those taunts because it leads them to your location. Leads you to the locations. That's what was a little bit useful, but sucks for the survivors because they just like to meme. Yeah, they like to meme. That's it. Jumpscare chest will be returning. This is from the Redux version on the prison map, where there was one chest with the torches and skeletons. When you open it, you get a jump scare of Nightfall's face and you lose health of it. So it's coming back, but will spawn randomly. Like it could be anywhere, and very rarely, and it's also very rare, but also give you a rare item. Slashers and survivors will have classes, for example. These are examples, but I kind of like this feature a lot. For slashers, there's a murder class. We have three different abilities. They can switch between a passive. We'll use the machete, and we have set stats. Basically, the slasher gives you three different abilities of your option, or it gives you three abilities entirely. I don't know, but also gives you a passive that can help you out a little bit, like it's for yourself or for against the survivors, and the abilities need to use it against the survivors or boosting you up and shit like that. Machete is going to be your personal weapon, and you will have set stats that depends on your level. Psycho class will have another three different abilities, which is different, way different than the murderer one. A different passive than the murderer. We'll use a chainsaw instead. Basically, the murderer is basically like a version of Jason Voorhees, and the psycho is a version of Chainiac, and have different stats than the murderer stats. So the stats will be a little bit different than the murderers one, so it usually depends on the level as well. But it's gonna be completely different than the murder one because the murder and the psycho are very different. Survivors, the jock will class. Damn my English, damn it. Okay, class will have three different stun abilities. You can switch between bat, middle chair, shoulder bash, and a stun type passive. And the stats will have higher health and stamina stats. This class is basically meant for
fighting slash distracting. It's all about you trying to distract the slasher or you want to fight him. But the passive, like it gives you three options of stunning abilities, like something that could stun the slasher to stop slowing down, and that's what the like this is for the distracting or you want to fight him. And also the stats for the jock like gives you more health and more stamina. Like means the more health you need to survive, the more stamina they can use your abilities. And also for if you want the slasher to chase you, so you can still fight with them. For the medic is the one I actually really love in the Fallen Down games. I actually really love like helping my teammates unless if they're retarded. So I just do hope this is the future that I want. Like I like this is the class that I actually really adores in the Fallen Down. We have another three abilities: medic bag, defibs, medical spray. Medic bag if you want to heal the survivors, defibs for reviving a downed survivor, medical spray. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I was thinking like a medical spray that it is like medic bag is a spotted single heal, defibs is a revive. Medical spray is I think it's a with heal but for small amounts. A healing base passive that it's a passive based on healing, basically like you can heal nearby allies or something like that, or healing yourself just you can survive a little bit longer to help out your teammates and all that. This is basically similar to the medic in T42. And stats will be focused on speed and health because they're all about survival. The medics are all about survival and helping because they need to be quicker and be helpful. Slasher skins will be completely separated from your equipped class, so you can use Frozen Myers skin on the alien class. This is the future I kind of got a little bit confused on. Like, does that mean you can equip the same skin from that slasher to a different type of slasher class? Like, I got confused on that. Okay, but here's the feature that people may don't like or may like. Normal heroes. You have normal heroes. Like heroes will never come back. You're not gonna have a hero that tries to help you or fight for you and all that. Or even a hero that just teams on the slasher just to win the game and shit like that. So it's no longer a thing. It's kind of good, but kind of sucks, but it's worth it. I don't care. It's worth it. It's worth it. I really didn't like the feature of heroes, but it was pretty helpful, and I didn't like it at all. It's a good thing it's not coming back. If a player is hiding under a bed or in a locker, the slasher must destroy it first to get to them. So basically, this is like the remastered version of the old hiding spots in the old Fallen Dawn. Every time we hide under a bed or inside a locker, the slasher just press one button and it kills you. That's it. And this one, he needs to destroy the bed or the locker to force you to get out. That's what he needs to do now. So this is the improvement for the hiding spot. But I hope it's gonna be a little bit better than the old version. Because I don't like those breathing. Please. Like the only thing I don't like about the old hiding spots from the old game is the loud ass breathing and the hats that you have equipped clipping out the object. If a player locks the door or window, the slasher must destroy it to get through it. Yep, this is the future from Outlast and Dead by Daylight again. If you have a chase slasher and you close the door on him or window, he needs to destroy it to go through. That's the same goes for those props that you need to knock down. That's what he needs to destroy as well because it slows him down. Overall, I think this game is going to be big, and this is what type of games I actually really want. Because I may think I probably might maybe uploading a shitloads of videos about this game. Because holy shit, I'm very hyped. I'm very hyped for this game. Like, oh my god, this game is really hyped. Like, not many people are gonna be playing it, of course, but because if it does get to the front page on Roblox, oh boy, this game is gonna be hella fun. Like, there's so many games, literally does the same copies over and over, like simulators or jailbreaks and all that shit. Like, this is starting to get repetitive and annoying, but this is the kind of game I want. Like, holy shit, this is the kind of game I want. Does there's not to be an exact date to be announced when this game's coming out. Like, there's no date announced yet. Like, this game, like, the game was announced on the 22nd July, and all the notes came out like a little bit early on. But for now, the date release or the public beta or alpha or early access, it's not even announced yet. But I hope it's gonna happen. Like, this game is hella sound amazing, and I really hope this game is gonna be good because I hope it doesn't reach the level of Slash because I really hate Slash, to be honest. Like, really hate Slash. So please make this game good, please. Alright, that's it for now that I have. This is just a little bit like some no reading because I haven't been uploading a lot of videos because usually I always get bored and I never had any ideas to want to upload. Like, usually I thought to myself uploading any Roblox videos, but a lot of games there are just really boring. So I hope this game comes out. This is probably gonna be my new main channel for this game. Like, it could also be for the old version before the dawn. It also could be for the Redux because I also still play those games. But this is the kind of game that I actually want. This is a hype. Please make this happen. Okay, see ya.